This episode is a strange one. My voice is scratchy, my audio got messed up, but this is West Brooke Pines, and we keep things on trucking. Welcome to Rumbler, this high-speed timber transport coaster that shakes the ground as it thunders through Perry Creek. As part of Pinewood Freight Co, this route is designed to haul massive logs down the mountains, but the ride is anything but smooth. With crisscrossing wooden trestles, terrain-hugging drops, and near-miss moments, Rumbler captures the chaotic rush of an out-of-control log transport. So buckle in, because once the Rumbler starts rolling, there's no stopping. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to West Brooke Pines. If you guys missed the last episode, we built this massive parking lot and front entrance over here. And I just gotta say, while I haven't touched it up in the off camera or anything like that, I am still unbelievably proud of how it has turned out. And I'm definitely looking forward to adding more like signs and other bits and bobs throughout the parking lot as time goes on. Because like I said, we're going to be doing this park series for quite a bit here, but I'm extremely proud of how it's turned out. And I just got to say, I'm a big fan of how it frames the Giga Coaster we built over here in the first episode. Like, if I just go ahead and pop down here into the first person mode, just look at how the coaster looks from this perspective, and you'll see that when we go back over to the entrance in a minute. I'm chuffed to bits with how much it's turning out. I'm really at a loss for words, honestly, but I just am really thankful of how it's turning out. And I hope you guys are enjoying this series as well, because I'm honestly having a really good amount of time and having a lot of fun here. But yeah, so in today's episode, we're going to be working on this family gravity group wooden coaster thing here. So now, unfortunately for this game, there's not exactly a wooden ride model like it. So what I've had to do is just use the RMC wooden topper track coaster thing here, which I think it does pull off the effect pretty well. Although, I think you may need to adjust the colors a bit, because I just don't know if like the light tan works with the already tan-ish coaster right next to it, but I think it does work pretty well. So as you can see, this layout is pretty simple and straightforward, but I think it packs in a lot of airtime, which is what these family gravity group wooden coasters are good at doing. And if you haven't seen these before, these are generally found at like Kentucky Kingdom with their Kentucky Flyer. I believe Oscar's Wacky Taxi at Sesame Place. Then there's a handful of others. Although there's not as many as what I'd like to see, but I'm sure we will get more in the future. But anyway, just to give you guys a brief rundown of the layout here, we come up this flip hill here, take a right-hand turn down into this first-handed drop right here, where I am planning on adding in a little transfer track section down there, and some other little bits and bobs. But yeah, we bank over to the right, go to the left, and bank to the right again, going over this airtime hill right here, which I think is a lot of sustained, like Flowjector airtime hills, airtime right there. Then we come up into this double up right here, which I gotta admit, the drop down into the double up is not the best, but I think it works what it is, and I can always adjust it later. But yeah, so we come up through this double up, drop down, take a really sharp turn to the ground over here to this turnaround, going underneath the Giga Coaster right there. I'm really getting my words jumbled up as normal. And then we come up here into this little airtime hill right here. Now, unfortunately, I did have to put a block brake right there, although it doesn't apply any like actual braking or anything like that. It's pretty much just there so I can run 3 trains, because these things are not good on capacity. But aside from that, you drop down into that little airtime hill right here, bank to the right, go over both the transfer track and the original track from the first drop. You get some nice airtime right there. Take a sharp turn to the ground right here, go over another airtime hill, bang to the right, then bang to the left again up into the brake run. Like I said, it's not the most complicated layout in the world, but I think it packs quite a punch, and I would lap this thing all day, every day if this was at my local theme park. Granted, I still have yet to go ride Kentucky Flyer myself. I am really bad at getting to that park. I've been to every other place around it, but except that park, so maybe that's a 2025V goal. But yeah, so that was the whole coaster layout. Done and dusted right there. Excuse me, God, my throat is really dry today. And as you notice, I didn't fill in this space right over here just yet, as I think I want to have a pathway that runs from top of this mountain here that goes along the Giga Coaster base. Because I think that'd be work for a really nice sight line, and also because it uses this support structure already there. I mean, like, just look at it right here. The sight line from here would be incredible. At least I think so anyway. You guys can badger me down in the comments, and I think we may even include like a little plateau up there with another ride or a restaurant or something like that, because I really want to take advantage of like the cliff sides we have here, kind of like we did in the original West Brooke Pines, and I will make sure to show that to you guys when we get around to it. I just feel like we need to get some more episodes of this out of the way before I can show you that park, as it is a pale in comparison to that is a pale comparison to what this one's going to be, and I'm really happy with like what the area I think is going to evolve into here. Although I kind of regret putting the first drop where I did it, but it is completely all right. So I will say, like, the overall theme with the coaster itself, I think I'm going to go for some sort of simple sawmill kind of thing. That may or may not stick, but I think obviously since it's a wood coaster, I think sticking to like this wooden out and back layout thing, I think I'll tie well into a nice little story here. And obviously, as time goes on, I can add more and more theming to it as more and more pieces come out, because unfortunately I don't have any solid blades or anything like that like Planet Coaster 1, but that's the whole joy of this game right here, trying to figure out different ways of using different pieces and stuff like that. And also just got to take in the fact that this thing is pretty much right up front and center, so I got to make sure it's detailed nice best I can anyway. And also just to tie in with the whole idea that this is an entire town here, and each ride has its own like function, quote unquote, as we are slowly devolving into this whole theme park side of it, like Disney or Universal Studios, which I figured was going to happen, but I didn't think it was going to happen this soon. I'm really bad at this, but yeah. So anyway, here's a look at all of it from the top here. So unfortunately for today, I decided just to do it this way. Had the coaster already done, see how you guys would like it, and just jump to it when I get different portions of the ride done and show you progress updates like that, just to make it easier on editing, which we'll wait and see if how it actually turns out. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get cracking on working on this layout here, and I will talk to you guys in a very few moments. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay guys, so welcome back to the midpoint of the video slash check-in thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, so here is our bit of a progress update on this coaster right here. So while it's not 100% the way done, it's definitely a start to it, and I can already say I'm really liking how this entire coaster looks. I'm sure if you like, for a photographer, this is probably a dream for them, because this coaster is just like right here front and center pretty much. It's like, imagine getting pictures from right there, although I'm realizing I need to do some custom supporting right there, but we'll get to that in good time. But yeah, so what I'm trying to do here with this coaster is include both remnants of like deforestation, so maybe got logs that are laying over to the side right here, some of the stumps right here. Although I think what I'm gonna have to do is include like some trough here, water trough thing that runs all the way down it, but I don't know how I'll do that just yet, so that might be an off-camera me problem or like a that's video me problem. Because I gotta admit, there's really not a whole lot in terms of like sawmill type of stuff in the game compared to like Planet Coaster 1, but I'm sure with the resizing ability we can make something work here. And also back over here, I did go ahead and include a bit of a transfer track right here. It's not done 100% just yet, because I do think I'm going to put a small cover right back here covering the track bit right here, maybe even over on this section right here, where this part is going into the station over here. But I don't know if I want to do that just yet, because I don't want to ruin the composition of like the entire coaster as a whole. Although I think the building right here would be pretty cool. Maybe we do it also another small one. Right here, another little shed. But yeah, I'm really proud of how that's looking, and as you can see, I have included a little road. Oh, my camera. Oh god, stop it. Okay, we're good. I have included a road that goes all the way up the side of the mountain, all the way up to here. And I think I may, either in today's episode here or next episode, we can focus our attention back up to here, maybe do this train station. I might be able to fit a flat ride up here, like on a little wooden platform. I think it'd be really nice to have a flat ride up here above everything. Like, just imagine the sidelines, like even from like just right here, standing here, I can only picture it. But yeah, so anyway, focusing back over to the station here. Here's a look at the little station. Now, I have taken some inspiration from like actual sawmills and stuff. And the good thing about a lot of them is, especially the older ones, is they're very open air. Just pretty much it's like a roof and like just supports, and that's it. That's because they're primarily just focused on getting the wood cut up and stuff like that. Although, while I have done that here, I've also made sure I did need to include some walls here, just because, like, especially for, if I can zoom in, hang on, there we go. Like, for back here, I need to include something just to protect this little booth right here, which I need to dress it up some, which I'm sure we'll get to that off camera here. It's not going to be too overly fancy, but I think everyone deserves a good little operator booth here. And I also will be including a little staircase, like a little thing that goes right here, because I do want to keep as much of the coaster visible from the guest path's perspective as I can. 'Cause, like, even just like right here, I can just only imagine like all the photo opportunities with the other coaster, especially being right over there. uh, I'm really enjoying this project. I really enjoy it. But I will say I have been kind of struggling with this station because, as you can see, I've got the queue like running out underneath it, and I'll just go ahead and show you inside here. It's not the most fancy or anything like that, but we do got some dressing up. Maybe I'll include more queue just to get rid of the supports here. Unless I just leave it open like that, as it's supposed to be a fairly simple build anyway. But with that thing right there, though, that makes it to where I can't include a wall as easily as I wanted to because this is turning. Although, I think I can still get away with it. It's just a weird angle of it being right here. Maybe I could also do like an angled building like right here, or part of it, or it juts out to like an angle. Just to give it some different shape. That is the one trap I fall into with this, is I do a lot of boxy builds like this and try to make them different with differentiating shapes and stuff like that. It is genuinely recommended. I cannot speak today. No, I can't either way. I'm sorry about that, guys. You're a part of this mess with me now. So, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it summed up right there. I do realize I need to probably do some fencing right here because I don't want the people to fall off. Although, I'm sure nothing bad would happen, right? Nothing bad would happen with that. And also over here, I do want to point out I am going to add. I plan on making this to where it's like this one big plaza right here. Because like I said, I think from like just right here, this would be a really good photo opportunity, and I'm trying my best to keep those kind of sight lines in here. Well, that's something I'm going to do with this coaster. It's going to be with all of them. I guess you can tell we did it with up here on the big one over here. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the direction that this is going, because I know I most certainly am. I know this little update here has been kind of all over the place. But I guess I will go ahead and get back on into it. So I guess I will see you guys when the product is finally finished. Although, before I go, I do want to mention that the names of this might have to change. I just don't know if crisscross kind of works for like the whole sawmill kind of thing. But like I said, the reason I made it that name because just look at this. Look at this layout right here. It goes over itself a bunch, and that's what I really enjoy. But yeah, anyway, I will cut back to you guys when it is fully finished, or as close to finished as I can get for this episode. So yeah, see you guys in a moment. Okay guys, so welcome back to the channel and welcome to the final update check-in portion of the video. I know this video is kind of on the shorter side, but don't you worry, this is actually going to be sort of kind of like a part 1 of 2 kind of thing, as the ride that goes over here right next to Rumbler here will tie in directly to it, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, so here is the final product, and I gotta say I really enjoy how this has turned out. Could I have gone with maybe 1 or 2 more airtime hills back over here or in here somewhere? Yes, absolutely, but I don't honestly think it needs it. I think it just probably needs a little bit more touching up over here, maybe with some more trees, maybe a different log cabin of some type. But other than that, I think it's really good. So I'll go ahead and walk you through like kind of the updates I've done. I haven't done too many. Most of it is focusing within like the station buildings and like the little covers over here, and of course the finished up maintenance section. I've went ahead and done that. I can see it's not the most overcomplicated thing in the world, but I think it's simple as more, and I think this just looks really good. I may add a back wall back here though at some point, just to kind of cover it up, but that might just be a me thing. I've also added this little crane thing over here just because I thought it was a nice little touch. Although I could make this lower at some point, make it like a little bit of like a head chopper, as those are usually pretty good on the wooden coasters here. But the main thing here is I had changed the name of it. Originally it was supposed to be crisscross because, like, you know, it goes over itself a lot, especially like right here. But Rumbler I think is much more simpler, and also because since this is kind of like a company-based thing now, I thought something simpler is better. I think Rumbler fits for a wooden coaster, although it is a pretty generic name. But I have tried to do something different with the sign itself by having it hung up like this. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense being hung up like this when the ropes look like that. Not a whole lot really, but hey, you know what? We're in Planet Coaster, it's a game after all, so why not? And then obviously down over here, I've actually went ahead and included a photo stand. Now while we don't have the triggerable thing like we do in Planet Coaster 1, I went ahead and set this up here for now, unless there's a way to do it in Planet Coaster 2. This is a little setup thing, although this makes me realize I'm going to probably have to do it up there for Silencer, but we won't get to that in good time. I could probably just have it stick out over the edge over there. But yeah, so anyway, you enter in right through over here. You kept it nice and simple with the little entrance sign right here. And also with the Q work, there's some nice rocks and stuff like that. And also with some occasional barrels and stuff like that. You go around here and you enter into here. So what I imagine this would be like where your planning rooms would be and all that sort of stuff. We've got a little chalkboard back here. I might add another one over here off camera, some other little bits and bobs. Because the story I'm actually going to adapt for this was, like I said, once a traveling loop for where logging companies would go, but then now I'm going to adapt it into like, this be where like it would be shipped out throughout the entire rest of the town over here, because that's what I want to build it up to be, is like a little town with different rides and coasters obviously wrapping around through in between, but also trying to keep it realistic, because I'd like to think that this one here is very realistic with it. So this view, like I said, where you plan everything out, you got a little bit of crates in here. If you guys can think of other little details I could probably include in here to make this a bit more thematic, I'd greatly appreciate it, because it seems like we are quickly tilting into the whole theming park aesthetic of it rather than just being a stylized thing. But yeah, so you just have a couple little switchbacks. You come out here, you go up these stairs, get a little bit of a view from right here. Now you come up here, going right past this crane thing again, having nice little views of the coaster and hopefully the rest of the town as it gets added in. I gotta turn around here, and then here is the station. And like I said, with the rest of the cube, I've kept it fairly simple and basic in here, although I think this little touches like the little cubbies back here for your stuff, and obviously the dressing up of the control booth like area over here definitely helps it out a lot. And also the little lamps up here, I think those definitely help. And just so you know, with all those lamps included, I have gone ahead and done some nighttime lighting in here, which makes me regret not doing it for Silencer up there yet, but we will get around to that in good time. I gotta figure out what kind of lights I want to do with the structure. But yeah, so I'll quickly just fly around over here, just taking in all the lights. The key here is keeping it nice and not over empowering, but keeping it like light and stuff, if that makes sense. I know that's a lot of just rambling for no reason. And obviously up here, I have actually lit up these signs up there. I think just the whole effect of standing like right here is absolutely phenomenal. And also, like, even if you turn around this way, I think it's even better, because you got like the two hills. Oh, I'm just clipping through everything. You got the two little hills right here. You have the big Giga coaster in the background. Isn't it not just absolutely amazing? And I have also added some lights around here up front. That's to help, like, if you're out in the parking lot to see it better, which makes me realize I gotta do, oh goodness, that's a lot of lighting, but I can deal with that at a later time off camera. So yeah, this is the final overview of it all. Let me guys know if you enjoy this, like, just cut to like different progress stage, if you'd rather see like the whole time-lapsey thing, because I'll do whichever you guys prefer. I'm just enjoying the game right now. I sincerely am. I might not sound like it right now. That's because I'm also just not good at the improv thing, but we are definitely getting better. But yeah, so I know this is very simple and over basic. Oh, I will mention down here, I did a little touching up down here along the base of it. There's nothing spectacular, but I think there's a little extra foliage does help. And I've also made sure to include foliage like growing underneath of supports, like at the base level, if that makes sense. Because I felt like just the whole dirt path, I just felt too barren there. I wanted to add something else, the extra detail-wise. So I think it definitely does help. And I think I will maybe even add like a little splashing down effect, like maybe right over here. Include a little lake back over here, but I don't know just yet. It all comes down to what ends up happening with this over here. Like I said, that will be coming in next episode. So yeah, I know this has been all over the place, but I hope you guys did enjoy this little building process with me today. I know it's a bit shorter of a video, but I'm trying to just experiment with like different lengths works for you guys, and also what you're into, because ultimately, I'm trying to present this in the best way I possibly can to you guys, because I do want to make it enjoyable for you. So yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe to the video with your friends, all that stuff, because I really am trying to grow this channel. And I'm actually trying to do it properly this time. I want to produce the best quality content I can, so if you guys have any feedback of any kind, please let me know. But with all of that, I will see you guys in the very next video. So see you guys very soon. Bye now.